welcome Taurus to your March 2021 reading. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. If this is the first time you've tuned in, I offer free mini readings for all new subscribers. So if you've got a question about this particular reading or something that this reading doesn't cover for you, just click the subscribe button and ask your question in the comments below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Don't panic if I don't get back to you right away. I get back to everybody who subscribes and asks a question. Now, let's get into your reading. Now, right off the bat, you have got some fiery energy and lots of people around you. I feel like I'm saying that for you every month, Taurus. There always seems to be lots of people around you. But I'm feeling like this month, you've got the Page, the Knight, and the Queen of Wands, and you've got the King of Pentacles. Now, this is some really fiery, intense, passionate, creative energy for you in March. And to have all three of them, the Page, the Knight, and the Queen, is quite significant. Now, I'll go into a little bit more detail about each card as I go, but I feel that having this many fire signs here, I'm feeling like this is always when you see a lot of a particular sign, you are asked to sort of take on the characteristics of this sign. And one thing about fire is fire burns away all the dead stuff and it allows the new to grow. So I'm feeling like you are in a position in March where you could be using this energy of the fire to benefit you a lot, not only in March but in the coming months as well. Now, you start out with the King of Pentacles. Now, this is you, Taurus. You are showing up in your own reading here. And if it's not Taurus, you have a significant Capricorn or Virgo in your life as well. Now, the King of Pentacles is a very affluent person. They are very good at business. They are great at building an empire. And what it talks about when you get this card is that you are actually in a time of incredible prosperity and success for yourself. And that's right beneath the Wheel of Fortune. So some of you could actually be getting a windfall. There could be some money coming in for you. But there's definitely some wonderful exceptional kind of energy for money, and it's almost like money can be sort of falling from the sky when you get the King of Pentacles. So I'm really feeling like there's some significant stuff happening financially for you. Now, although it seems like money is falling from the sky, really, it's your own hard work that has brought you to this time of abundance. And whether that is through your current role where you've been promoted or you're getting a pay rise for your hard work, or you've started your own little business on the side and you are making some money there, you are the one that has brought this. Well, for a lot of you anyway, you are the ones that have brought this prosperity and affluence to your life. And for those of you that aren't in your own business and you're working for someone else and you haven't already, I feel like there could be a promotion coming for you or certainly a pay rise of some sort. And what the King of Pentacles really asks is accept opportunities that come your way, even if at first glance they don't seem something that you would normally do, or something your first instinct is, no, I'm going to turn that down. Think about it, because this could be your lucky break. You might be getting a wonderful opportunity to go to another job and get more money and something a bit more exciting with some new people there. But yeah, just keep an eye out for that. Don't turn anything down that perhaps on the surface doesn't look like something you'd normally do or want to do. Look into it. Now you've got, as I mentioned, the Queen of Wands there. Now this is normally the card that I would read for Leo, but I'm thinking it could be any fire sign with the amount of suits in the wands, the amount of cards in the suits, in the suit of wands, if I can get it out. This is a a Leo, an Aries, or a Sagittarius that is significant around you in March. And this Leo is, or this Queen of Wands is really asking you the question, what are you waiting for? So if you get offered this amazing opportunity in March and this wheel of fortune, this luck is coming your way, what are you waiting for, Taurus? Go for it. There's nothing that you can't accomplish, so don't be afraid. It's a card of incredible creativity and passion as well. And I feel like this is something that's bubbling in you in March. You are very passionate about something. And, you know, don't be afraid to present yourself to the world. You know, I've never thought of Taurians as being a little bit standoffish. Most of the Taurians I know are very strong and very direct as well. But for those of you that have those little bits of insecurity, don't be afraid to present yourself to the world and really put yourself out there with grace and with beauty, and you know, just go for it. That is the message that comes along with that. Now, if this is a person, if this is representing a person for you, this can be someone who's, they're really generous. They great at getting things done. They've got a lot of flair and a lot of style about them. And they're great at doing a lot of things at once. And, you know, right beneath that is the Two of Pentacles. And I'm feeling like Taurus, you need to be getting some of this energy in March as well, because that Two of Pentacles shows me that you are going to be doing a hell of a lot of things all at once in March. You're going to be juggling a lot of stuff. And this could even be juggling money for some of you, you know, juggling your funds. But you are going to be doing a lot of tasks. So it's great if you can harness the energy of that Queen of Wands there. Now, this person as well is really often swarming with friends. That people are just attracted to the Queen of Wands. And, you know, even their family really adores them. And they're the sort of person that can actually rise through the ranks and become president of a company, or become famous for a skill or a passion that they're really interested in. So this could be asking you to also take a hold of these energies and, you know, be like the Queen of Wands in March. Because often when we get star signs, not only do they represent, can they represent other people? When I say star signs, I mean when court cards show up representing people, they don't only represent people, they can also be asking you to take on the qualities of each of those cards and harness them and use them for yourself. Now, Then you have the Page of Wands, and this is someone, if it's a person, this is someone that's younger than you, and that normally I read that card as a Sagittarian, but what this card actually talks about is really opportunity that's presenting itself. And I feel like this is connected with that possible amazing job offer that you have coming to you, or job opportunity. But it's something wonderful that is coming into your life, and it's quite a creative card. So this is something that's going to really spark your passion. And also, this is a kind of job where it's going to be asking you to think outside of the box, and having that sort of skill is going to be extremely valuable as well. If you can just shift out of your the way that people would normally think about things, and you're going to be so successful. I just feel like you kind of have this ability to manifest stuff that you really want in March. Again, this card talks about career changes and promotions, and or any sort of promising development when it comes to your professional life. So I'm seeing some wonderful stars for you in March regarding that. And there's a celebration there as well. You've got the Three of Cups, which talks about a celebration. Now, often this talks about it can be like engagements and relationship-based celebrations, but really it just talks about getting together and having any sort of celebration. Now, the Page of all pages are messengers or messages, so I'm absolutely feeling that there are going to be some wonderful messages coming to you in March to do with your job or your passion or career, something you love to do. And this can even be messages psychically coming to you. So many of the Taurians I know are quite psychic and quite intuitive, and they're right beneath the Page of Pentacles. Sorry, the Page of Wands is the Ace of Swords. Now, the Ace of Swords are new messages coming through almost your, it's the sword of truth. When we get the Ace there of Swords, it's that sword that comes in and cuts away all of the BS, and it gives you new clarity on things, new ideas coming into your mind, new ways of seeing things. And it can be quite, all swords can be challenging. And this is the only sword you've got, which is an amazing sword to have. And as I said, this right beneath that Page of Wands is saying that there is absolutely wonderful new opportunities, ideas, and ways of thinking about things coming into your mind. And, like I mentioned as well, this is leading to that Three of Water, and that's just that card of celebration. And it kind of points out reasons for celebrating and proclaiming your happiness. So, as I said, this can be saying that you are going to be getting engaged or going to a wedding, or could even be the birth of a child, graduation, or a promotion. It's that kind of celebration. So there's something lovely coming in for you, Taurians. And it also asks you to really have fun, embrace the moment, and enjoy the celebration. And if it's for something that you have done or something that's you've achieved, really enjoy it and embrace it. Now, I touched on that Wheel of Fortune earlier, And this is exactly what it says. It talks about fortune and luck. And, you know, it's the card, this card's ruled by Jupiter. And Jupiter, I'm not an astrologer, but Jupiter is that benefic planet. It's that planet that gives you things. Whenever Jupiter's in your sign or in your astrology for that week, you get good energy and gifts from the universe sometimes coming through to you. So I'm really seeing this for you. And it's also a card of movement. So if you've been feeling stuck, if you've been having, I can't remember if you've had the Hangman before in your past few readings, but things are really beginning to move forward and delays are kind of over. And right next to it is that Two of Pentacles, and that is, wow, juggling a million things at once. And you're being successful at it. You're able to do everything. I mean, if you look at the imagery on the card, this juggler is tiptoeing on a spinning top with juggling two pentacles on one leg, and he's doing it wonderfully. He, she, I think it's a he, is doing it absolutely wonderfully and very skillfully. And that's exactly what you're going to be doing in March. It's like you you might be working multiple jobs as well, or you could be moving from one career to another. So, you know, and you're in the process of shifting and doing that. So just really think carefully and think outside the box and allow the intuition that comes through in that Ace of Swords, the messages that come through for you, allow those to really come in and assist you in being successful, even though the Two of Pentacles means you are doing a million things at once and being successful at it. I think you are definitely going to be thinking out of the box to help you along the way. Now, the Knight of Wands there. Now, this is a wonderful guy or gal. The energy of this is very fast moving energy. And like I said with the Wheel of Fortune, things are coming into motion and they're moving quickly. And situations that you actually hadn't anticipated are going to cause you to move really quickly as well. And this isn't necessarily a situation that's challenging. It could be like a situation where you have multiple job offers. Your company is saying, well, we'll give you this and we'll promote you to this, but then you've got this other person on the other side saying, well, this is your dream job. It's that kind of situation where you are having to make a decision really quickly about something before that opportunity goes. Now, with the Knight of Wands, there is a bit of a warning with this, because the Knight of Wands is that person that comes in and he's the knight that's looking for the damsel in distress, and he's going to come in and he's going to save the day, and then, right, okay, now I'm off looking for the new challenge. So be careful that you're not rushing into any sort of situation and making rash decisions, and really think things through. Even though you might be required to make a decision pretty quickly, still find the time to sit back and think about it before you actually make it. Because once you do, and you've got that Ace of Swords there, you are going to be thinking about it, and you're going to be really clear about it, I feel, as well. There is clarity with that sword. It's gonna, like I said, it cuts away any BS. So if anyone's spinning you a tale, you're going to be able to cut through that quite quickly as well, and you're going to come to a conclusion pretty quickly. Also, you know, listen to your feelings as well. That your intuition is going to really be able to assist you. So kind of just consider all options from all angles is really what I'm trying to say. Now, your final card there is such a beautiful card. The colors in that card are just gorgeous. And this card is making a difference. And the affirmation for this card is, my inner light shines far and wide. And that's what you need to be saying to yourself in March when you meditate or you sit quietly. My inner light shines far and wide. Now, the meaning of this card is, you are making a difference in the lives of others in ways that you may not even know. Many benefit because of you. Your light radiates far and wide. The universe wants you to know sometimes the smallest actions can have the greatest impact. Perhaps it's a smile shared with a stranger, a kindness extended to an acquaintance, or a favor done for a friend. This is akin to the story about the man who returns beached starfish to the sea. Although he knows that he cannot possibly save them all, he continues his work because it makes a difference to the few who he can save. You can and will change lives. Take steps today that will make a difference in the life of another. That's such a beautiful message, Taurus. And I'm still feeling like this has got something to do with work, your job, or a career that you want to get into. You want to be having something meaningful in your life, and you are really going to be thinking along those lines when it comes to making this decision or choice that you could potentially be faced with in March. So I hope that resonates with you, Taurus. Just remember, it is a general reading. So if it doesn't resonate with you, just check out your rising signs and all your moon signs, and that could give you a little bit more clarity about what's happening for you this month. Have a wonderful, wonderful month, Taurus, and I hope to see you next month. Bye.